It's the new era of hope, and KP has got the blessing, but he is still stressing, honey. Danny is making waves at the beach, and Nessie is throwing everything but the Hennessy, so make sure you guys stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes! We're slowly but surely collecting our Infinity Stones. We have another person back on the panel. Eventually, we'll pull a Thanos and have everybody here. But until then, what's up, guys? We're back for another week of Black Ink Crew Compton, honey. I'm your girl, Drew Jones. I cannot do this without my best friends, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, guys. What's up? I'm Nakia Monet.
What's up, guys? I am LMarie.
And we'll have Carmen back here eventually. She's somewhere in Baltimore.
Living
right
her
now,
best life.
Living the
Right.
best of life. But we have so much to talk about tonight because it seems like the drama is kicking off hard for Compton. We're talking Nessie and her messy man. Ooh, her name rhyme with
Messy and messy.
Ooh. Danny and LMarie, we're going to have to pray for them. And KP is bringing the community together. So, we're going to get into all of that. Plus, as always, we have our special segment, Doing the Most, and make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And Kiki Boom Boom is bringing the drama with the news and gossip section.
Yes.
So, what did you guys think of episode 2? We've, gone past all of the introductions. Now we're in it. What did you guys think?
I like this episode. I really like this crew. And I don't know if it's because they're new, but I like them a lot. And I like seeing... you know what I like? Because New York and Chicago, we walked into a shop and they were already working and it was already well-known shops in their city. I like that we're seeing this being built from the ground up. And I like seeing KP go through the struggles. I don't like it, but I like to see the realness of it. So I like this episode.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't look at it that way. But yeah, the drama is good. I like the characters so far. Some seem a little bit annoying, but I like them so far. So it was like, okay, episode 2 was good as well. So I'm like, I'm invested. I'm gonna keep watching. So I'm here for it.
I agree. We definitely left off. I was a little nervous after how we left off last episode, but we come into this one with Queen Kyla and KP working out, and they kind of talk about the events of last episode. He did not get this blessing, but she's a ride or die, and she's kind of like, whatever you decide to do, I'm gonna be here. I love black love.
First of all, she's so sweet and soothing. Kyla probably can do no wrong to me.
She really can't.
I don't know if it's because we've known her whole lives, but she's just such a sweet soul, and I just love how supportive she is of KP. And because I like how aggravated he was, and she was like, "Oh, you must be mad at somebody," because he was like going in. But I love seeing her though she said she's like, I'm scared, but I want our kids to see their dad be able to do something great, and she's like, you have it in you, so I'm going to support you whether I'm scared or not. So I love seeing that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Black love.
Black love. We're here for it. We support it. We love it. Speaking of black love, we kind of get into the Nessie and Voodoo. They go, which I didn't know that they were friends like that yet, but I like it. I like their friendship. They're kicking it up. They're talking about relationships, and we find out that Miss Voodoo has a little crush on Barbie.
I'm here for it.
I like it. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it because, like she said, Barbie's the type of chick where, she has the balls, where that's a wall you got to break down.
Yeah.
I don't know if Barbie likes girls, or she probably doesn't. But because Voodoo is so sweet, and she has this great soul about her, I just love the fact to see Voodoo flirting with her.
Yeah.
They're like some whack dude. But I just want to say, shout out to Cassidy Love 78 in the chat. Cassidy said, hey, beautiful ladies, this episode made me really like Voodoo a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Voodoo. If I don't know.
Barbie.
I'm saying if you and Barbie don't work out.
We have some strong women on the panel, girl.
What's up, baby?
I like that she expressed her love for Barbie, because I'm like, yes! And I love how open she is. Though she comes from a tough background, you know what I'm saying? She comes from a very, a lot of people don't know about the cult life. She comes from a very horrible, and she says it, her stepdad and her family. So for her to be open and love her sexuality and love who she is, I love her.
I was going to say that she is very open to have the background that she has, you know what I mean? And not really judgmental of other people. She's going to stand up for what she believes in, like how later on we'll talk about that, the guys, she wasn't really feeling them too much, she's going to speak up, but besides that, it's she's pretty open for her background. Yeah,
I dig it. What I'm not digging is this ex-boyfriend that Nessie talks about.
Okay, can I just say,
I thought I had been through some things.
Right?
I was like, wait, so fam made up a whole lie, a whole family.
You got a whole fake dead daughter?
That's wild.
I'm reporting you to the G building. Like, that's in New York. But, like,
calling the police.
I don't know if they have G buildings out here. That's that's the mental institution in New York. Like, I'm reporting you, fam. Like, no.
That's a lot.
No.
I will say this episode made me like Nessie a lot more. Mm-hmm. I didn't dislike her the last episode, but like we talked about last like we talked about last week, the whole biracial thing, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know.
You're right. This episode, because like last week we just got to know her.
Yeah.
This episode, I liked seeing her in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
I liked hearing her bad dating stories. I felt so bad though with the whole guy situation. When she like has this new guy, because it just reminds me of like the dating life, especially in LA.
Yeah.
It's tough as out here, and you know, I know it's tough everywhere, but ladies, we can attest, LA dating is rough, and people are ghosting
think you know a man.
You think you know someone, and they're pulling up with a new chick or someone they've been dating for a while. So I really felt her in that moment. I was like, damn, sis.
Yeah, talking about she knows. Excuse me?
I was like, baby, this is
triggered.
Confidently pulled up with the girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hi.
Listen. all right. Let's talk about it, because we'll go back to Voodoo Doll and her stitch in a minute, but let's talk about the groundbreaking party and Nessie's man pulling up, because baby, let me tell you something. It's not a secret, I'm very mouthy, and I wear my emotions on my face all day long. Nessie, girl, I give you so much credit, because if that happened to me,
fam.
And I'm trying to be here. You know, you try to grow and you try to do better.
We're trying to
and
grow.
not react the same way you would have in your younger years. But that right there, though, it's the disrespect. Like, you really gonna pull up to my event I invited you to with another chick?
Yeah. I just want to know like what he was saying to his girlfriend. Like, I'm about to go pull up at my homegirl's event.
Well, under his breath, I had to rewind it. He was like, she knows, like, as in this an open situation. Like,
oh, I'm not here.
Are you trying to recruit her? But you got to let her know what's up.
That's what I'm saying.
Honesty is the best policy. Come on,
like.
You know, sometimes we're into it, but
they're talking about doing the polyamorous. Like, Jadena pulls up, sure, but fam, you got to be open and communicate with me. You can't pull up to my event. And you guys are absolutely right. Like, she held it together because, like, he would have got the brakes beat off of him.
Oh yeah,
but I did agree.
I'm trying to grow.
I did agree with KP. You know, this is not the time or place.
Yeah,
at all. You can't, ladies. We can't be letting these men mess up our bags.
Exactly. Plus, we're having a hot girl summer.
True. We are having a hot girl summer.
We gotta learn. We have to learn to just dismiss, keep it cute.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Walk away.
Walk away. But don't ever walk away from AfterBuzz, ladies and gentlemen, because we're on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. So make sure you like and subscribe and check out all of our other channels, because we out here. You know what I'm saying? We got drama, we got comedy, we got movies, we have interviews with your favorite celebrities. So make sure you go check all that out. And thanks for helping us be the ESPN of TV Talk. And thanks for chatting with us in the comments, in the live chat on Twitter, in our DMs. We see it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
I really want to talk about KP's mama.
First of all,
a queen.
Yes.
A blessing.
A blessing. First of all, where can I get one of these po' boys? With the sauce, because that looked good as hell. But no, I think, as a black woman myself, I think black women are minds, amazing. But all the older black women in my life, in our lives, like, there's so much wisdom there, and I just loved what she had to say to him.
Yes.
And like, I just also feel like that's such a brave thing to do, knowing that like your son is like putting himself kind of in a place to risk a lot of things. I think she just she's so powerful, and you could tell she's just like very God anointed, and I love her.
Yeah, you can tell KP comes from a dope background too, and he comes from like, he's around beautiful women, being like his wife, his mom. She's just such a gem, and she said she's from Compton, so she grew up there. So for her to give her son kind of to the streets and be like, baby, like, she's like, you don't need no blessing from the streets. That's from Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus blessing go.
Okay, I just love old black women. Like, black women, we are the best, but older black women. And I love that she prayed over the shop, and I love that the two most important women in his life gave him some of the best advice on this episode. So shout out to Mama KP.
Yeah.
Love her.
Love her. Also, I loved your interview. Look, sis, you were looking good.
I love that she got a confessional talk.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we've seen that before. Oh, no. What's her name's mom from New York?
Oh,
Bay's mom.
Bay's mom. Oh, yes. I was like, wait, who?
Bay's mom.
The queen.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. But no, I love seeing that interaction. I love positive Black imagery in reality TV. So keep it up. Let's go back to Voodoo real quick because we did learn a lot about Voodoo. She was in an arranged marriage. She's the oldest of 13 kids. She was in a cult. Her stepfather was very demeaning towards her. She came out to her parents and they tried to basically do like conversion therapy with her. I'm just saying, Voodoo, if you want to like talk about your trauma and I'll talk about my trauma and we can bond over trauma together.
With some drinks.
I'm just saying. I'm down for it. I'm shooting my shot because Hot Girl Summer's not over yet. But what did you guys think? I loved her tattoo. We got to see her tattoo. What did you guys think of Voodoo kind of sharing her story?
I love Voodoo Doll. I love that she lives in Venice. That's where she belongs. It's so perfect.
It is.
I love how open she is. Like I just feel like there's a space because on TV and in the world, Black people, we are so different. We all look different. We talk different. We're all not the same. And we're all not the same on these TV shows. So I love seeing a Black girl like her talk the way she talks and look the way she does and be open and be okay with that. And I just love seeing how different her background is. So Voodoo Doll, like she's one of my favorites. And I know in the chat, Cassidy was saying she's definitely a favorite. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, just her being totally open and being herself, like just completely free, which I think is dope.
Give her more screen time.
And I think something that's dope, and I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me or not, but we'll kind of talk more about it later on in the episode too, is I like that she is not cool with gender norms. And I like that when she feels like there's like disrespect, that she doesn't accept the fact that, oh, we're from Compton, this is just how people talk. Like I like that she's like, no, this isn't cool. Like that's not how you should talk to women. And like, yes, was she a little triggered by what was going on? Sure. But I think I'm always here for a strong, independent woman who isn't afraid to speak up. And I'm here for Voodoo.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it too. Like how she was, checking the guys. Like, you guys are so misogynistic. Like, you know what I mean? They don't talk about women that way. You know what I mean? Don't talk about them as part. Like we talked about it before. I think was it in the New York season with keep your girl in check, and all that stuff. It's like, hold on, it's conversations that may need to be had, but it's just the whole term of keep them in check. It's like it's triggering for all of us.
It's like I'm not a dog.
And she's saying it like, hold on, time out. Like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Because I felt her when they were saying like keep her in check. Like that's like I see red. I'm like keep who in check? Me? Couldn't be. Nope. But someone who actually maybe might need to be kept in check is sweet Danielle.
Well, that's what I said. It's conversations that need to be had. Conversations don't have to use the term.
Conversations should be had. Exactly. It's all about phrasing, and there's a time and
because when you say keep in check, it's just basically saying like you control me and you should check me. But I do think as adults, you should have conversations with your partners and say, "Fam, this is my place of business. You cannot pull up and argue and talk to people at my job like that." And vice versa. She should be able to feel the same way and talk to him that way.
So I do feel for Danielle because, Barbie comes over, she's talking about Nessie, not knowing that Danielle doesn't know who she is. And LMarie kind of plays it off. I do think it's shady that he, especially because he's had infidelity issues in the past, I do think it's kind of shady that he hasn't mentioned Nessie. That's on him. I don't like coming for another woman when you don't know what's up. Because as we see, Nessie's actually a girl's girl.
Yeah.
And she knew nothing at this. You know what I mean? There wasn't like, even the friend was like, hold on, because I watched them and they seem like strictly friends. Like this wasn't even like somebody coming to her with gossip like, oh, I saw your man, such and such. Like it was just that you didn't know of her and your insecurities popped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's pregnant, so maybe the hormones probably, just amplified that feeling. But it's like still, like you said, like don't come for the girl when you don't know what's going on in this situation. There's no rumor, there's no nothing. It's just that you don't know her.
And if you don't trust someone, you just shouldn't be with them. And I get it. Like, yes, they have a relationship and they have a baby on the way, but she clearly doesn't trust him. And I understand why she doesn't trust him. But I just feel like if everything comes up and you, like he said, he's like, bro, you can't even trust me. We can't even have a conversation. And yes, he should have said something like, my homegirl's coming from in town. Like, so you know, because you are going to find out because we have the same friends. But I do feel like if you can't trust and you feel you got to pull up to every situation almost 9 months pregnant, you just shouldn't be in the situation or the relationship.
Yeah. I just feel like in relationships where there's cheating and stuff like that, I am not one of those people who thinks like just because someone cheats you instantly need to break up. I think it's per case, like everyone's different. I know that might not be my thing. I'm probably gonna like dipset, but like if you stick around, like you need to be willing to move forward.
Yeah,
that's
you
what I
can't
think too.
because it was what
You
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you willing to stay, like, at least you both of you come to the table and say, okay, let's move past this. You did what you did. Here we are. I'm now forgiving you. Now, if you still can't forgive him and y'all feel you're gonna go to therapy, cool. But I do think if you're gonna move forward in a relationship, it's tough.
Because you're torturing yourself as well, because you're stressing yourself out all the time about what they might be doing. Who is this person? Who is that person? It's stressful, and on top of that, in her situation, you're pregnant, man.
Yeah, and you
like
really
don't add that much more stress to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, if you have to move on because it's just gonna tear you up inside and break up the relationship. So it's either decide like, I want to work this out and I'm gonna get past this, or I can't get past it and I gotta go.
Yes.
I do think LMarie messed up though, because I do think he should have given, and maybe this is just me, I do think he should have given Nessie and Danielle the opportunity to talk, because if your girl comes at me crazy, I have the full right to de-escalate the situation, because it's not just about you've dragged me into your drama. So it's like, cool, y'all can have your thing. But if she's come to me disrespectful, and I'm keeping it cool, I have every right to say my piece. And I don't think Nessie was good. I think Nessie felt for her because she was like, I've been there, I get it. So it's like, I felt like LMarie should have given Nessie the opportunity to talk to Danielle. And because if anything, I feel like it looks sketchier that you're trying to separate them.
Break it up.
And you know what's crazy? Guys do that all the time, where they make a situation worse than what it has to be. Because I've been in situations like that where I have male friends, like, you know, super tomboys, got a lot of guy friends, and their girlfriends who didn't know me would be like, I don't like that girl. And I would be like, yo, let me talk to your girlfriend. They'd be like, no, I don't want you to. And I'm like, you're making it look worse than what it is. But I can just talk to her and be like, fam, I understand and I'll respect your relationship, but you being secretive makes it look like we had a thing.
Because it's like, oh, you don't want us to continue to talk and maybe start to share stories and something, you know what I mean? So if you are completely innocent, that's your friend, they can talk.
It's not a
and
point.
the girl is in the wrong, and that girl has every right, like you said, she has every right to defend herself, to say what she has to say, and if she wants to talk to her about it, because you're not gonna ruin my reputation saying I'm out here sleeping with somebody's man, and somebody's man who also, like, she's pregnant by him at the time.
You ain't gonna pull up on me, call me no hoe on that beach.
We really ain't gonna do that. But
pregnant or not,
so I'm gonna bring it back.
And if I can't hit you, I gotta hit your boyfriend, because you don't know me.
That was mad disrespectful. But she gets a pass because of the pregnancy.
Get Chicago season 1 vibes of like Dawn, Charmaine, and Ashley situation, like pulling up to the shop. And
I did, and I was disappointed, because it's just like, I hate the narrative of women are crazy and jealous, and we gotta fight over men all the time. I hate that narrative. It's so tired. Y'all aren't that special. We really don't be fighting over y'all like that. And it just, okay, well, maybe, but
they create it. It's not like you come out the gate.
That's what I'm saying.
Way.
Y'all do
They
it.
create these situations in these environments.
Y'all do it.
And then they just do things, and it festers, and then it grows.
Y'all okay? We're gonna have a talk when we leave here, okay?
You're crazy.
Y'all can talk to me. We're gonna talk about this when we leave here.
Oh, milk dud. Anyway, yeah.
We're triggered.
Woo, baby. Okay.
Trash.
So, actually, though, but no, it bothered me because it was just so aggressive and so like, oh, you a hoe, and it was like, sis,
like, you don't even.
This is a Wendy's.
How can I take your order?
Like,
but I like how
Popeyes is down the street and they're sold out of chicken sandwiches.
I love how everybody was just so confused. Everybody's like, wait, huh?
Like, what?
We were just taking shots out of belly buttons.
KP was a whole meme. He just every shot, KP was in the background like.
I do hope they work it out, because, like, you know, I do think LMarie messed up not letting them talk, and I hope that Nessie, I hate that he's doing that, like, you know what I'm saying, but I just hope Danielle realizes, like, fam, like, that's not the time and the place, and y'all need to work out what y'all have going on in your relationship, and deal with him, and if you feel the wrong, deal with him, and
Yeah, if you gotta pop up on that man all the time, it's like leave him alone. Or like Tamar said before, let that man cheat in peace.
Okay.
If you feel like he's gonna do these things and you're gonna stay with him, you're not leaving him. You just let him cheat in peace.
I used to say that to somebody a lot. Like, if you gonna let it happen, just let it happen.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
right.
Leave it alone.
You can't wibble wobble in it. You know,
you can't be doing that.
You gotta let it happen. But with that being said, we have the groundbreaking party. They have the building. They're starting renovations now. So the beach, they had their little kiki, and obviously ended with Voodoo leaving, and like she's ticked off, but obviously she's not really going anywhere because this is only episode 2. And yeah, I want to know who you guys want to see more of this season that we haven't gotten to know.
I would like to see more of Barbie.
Yeah, I want to see more of Barbie.
Yeah, because I like Barbie a lot. I mean, I like Voodoo, but we've seen her this whole episode. But I would definitely like to see Barbie more.
I think that's it, because we've seen a lot of LMarie, and I kind of like him. Lord, Danny gonna pop up on me, but
baby in hand and all.
I'm gonna start every episode with
with
the comments that we make are not advances.
We do not want LMarie.
I am only making. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm only making advances. That
he's cute, but I do like him. I do like him, and I like that they're both from Philly. I love their accents.
Right,
like literally,
so
listening to them go back and forth, I was like, oh, I love her accent. I love his accent, but I like them. Of course, Ink Drippin' because he's the man, and he's cute. Yeah. He's fine, actually.
Once again, these are not advances.
Of course, right? We're just
KP. I mean, we're gonna see. You asked a question, but now I'm going into who I like to look at. But yeah.
But I will say, for y'all and for the fans who's listening in the chat, we will be having them come through.
Yeah.
So because they are in LA and we have been in talks with them and the cast, they will be coming through shortly. So you can possibly shoot your shot at Miss Voodoo Doll. You can just look from afar.
I ain't looking. In here. Like, I ain't having that door open up.
You guys, we're triggered from doors opening up.
I'm just making direct eye contact with the camera.
Exactly.
All 45 minutes of this podcast.
And Danielle's eyes. Do not look at LMarie.
But yeah, so we're going to be having them in here. We're super excited about it. They got the blessing from the OGs,
yes.
which is amazing. I was a little nervous.
They wrote, there was one guy, not the main one he was talking to. He was like off in the cut. He was kind of like this light-skinned dude, and he was like,
he was like
ready to go.
I was like,
let's go.
But isn't bad because our production mind in me was like, did they get all those people to sign those releases?
And they had to be mic'd. The audio was really good.
I was thinking about that. I was like, what cut of this show do they get?
I was like, because when he said what's in it for me, I was like, did they like threaten somebody at VH1? And they were like, fuck those releases, we ain't signing them.
Yeah.
When they went to mic them up, I could see them pulling up and like there's a PA like, sorry, we have to mic you before you walk in, and they're like, get the hell out the way.
Like, were some of those extras and just like only one?
Right.
Like as a producer, I had questions.
See, my producer
might have been extra because he was excited.
He was like, yo, I was nervous though, but I'm happy that he did get the blessing, and he made a good point. Like after everything that happened with Nip, like we got to make a change, especially for Black people. This can generate business. We can have jobs. Like let's do something.
More
good.
shops can open, in that area in the neighborhood.
Let's not stunt our own growth. The system already trying to stun us.
Okay,
come on.
So I'm here for it. I'm excited.
Yes.
Obviously next week looks a little. We might have some speed bumps in the road.
Juicy.
But let's get into our segment of doing the most.
Doing the most.
Doing the most.
Sexy.
All right, y'all. If you if you're new to the Black Ink family here at AfterBuzz, welcome. But also, Doing the Most is our segment where we talk about whoever is doing the most, whether it's for the culture, for the community, just doing something dope in general. Although sometimes, we flip it and it could be doing the most as in, ooh, you're doing too much. Yes. But, it could go either way this episode. So, Lanisha, start.
It's gonna go in ooh, you're doing too much. I have to give it to Danny. Like, I have to. It's an obvious choice, but... since you were that was a little too much. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like we said, since you didn't know anything, you're just upset that he didn't tell you about this girl. I know your insecurities popped up. I get it, being completely triggered. But you don't have any information, any facts, like no leads. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? If this was an arrest, you would have been in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, mine goes to her.
Yeah, mine's gonna also have to go to Danielle. Like you a lot. Love you, actually. She's really cute. But yeah, I think you're right. Like, once you have all the details, And when you brought it up to him, yes, he was in the wrong for not announcing it. But I do think that they have a lot to work on, especially people in relationships like that and where you're coming from, your partner cheating on you. So it's a lot of trust issues, and I get it. I just feel like you didn't have the right information just yet. Do the detective work, sis.
Right.
Come on over here. Like, I can show you how to do the detective work.
I was gonna say.
Then we pull up.
Get your
And
receipts first. Okay.
then we, but yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Danielle for doing the most. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't wanna. I wanted to make it positive and give it to Mama, and you know.
could.
I know, but it was strong. It was strong. You know. But listen, Danielle, sis, I get it. We've all been there. Plus, you're pregnant. My sister cried one time because Chick-fil-A was closed when she was pregnant. So I get it. Your hormones are out of whack, and I get it. You know. So, but unfortunately, you're doing the most. But better luck next week. Let's hop into news and gossip, shall we?
AfterBuzz TV News.
Yes, not a lot of news, but Black Ink Crew Compton is a very new show, so they are actually still filming right now. So if you guys are in the LA area or the Compton area, maybe you guys can do a cameo and do a pop-up because they actually are still filming in LA. Something else I came across which was pretty dope, Black Ink Compton literally aired last week, and the ratings are in, and they were #1 on VH1, and they topped Basketball Wives, Yellowstone, let's see, Black Ink Crew Compton, which was also coming in at #4. So it looks like Black Ink Crew 8, which I think was them at 9 p.m. And then at 10 p.m., they were number 4. They hit it twice. Then Southern Charm, Snowfall. So they're like, this isn't just like a VH1 list. This was just like all TV.
Yeah. Wednesday night TV.
Yeah, it's like Married at First Sight, Catfish. Like, so for them to be #1 and #4 is one of the most amazing things. So shout out to Black Ink Compton. That's probably why they're actually still filming now because the ratings are coming up. Exactly. And VH1 has a gold mine. So congratulations to them. And like I mentioned earlier, we will be having some of the cast and crew coming in during this season. So it's going to be pretty dope because we're going to get a chance to get to know them a little bit better. And we're really excited about that. So
yes, we are. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Kiki.
That's all I got.
All right, let's get into predictions.
Yes.
We got a good little tidbit of what's to come, but there's some stuff up in the air. So how about you guys do predictions, and then I don't think we did this last episode, but let's do also what's something you'd like to see this season as a whole.
My predictions. Oh, do you want to start?
No, go ahead.
My predictions. I just hope everything's okay with the baby. But you know, like TV's so dramatic, and I know that like commercials they do that to get you to watch. So like I'm just predicting and hoping that everything's okay with the baby. And I'm kind of predicting I see something happening with Voodoo and Lil Ink dripping because he like mentioned something and then he pulled up to her in the commercial. So I predict a little. But I like think she really likes Barbie, so I would love like to see this. Because Barbie, I was on her social media because I stalked their social media. Barbie posted this funny picture of her ink dripping, and she was like, "Hey, Voodoo doll," and she added her. She's like, "Is this what got you stuck?" Winky face, and it was the two of them. So I'm like, "Ooh, is this the train we'd like to see?" Because I'd like to see it. So I'm predicting all that funness, and I hope it's fun. I hope no one gets upset and there's no more fighting and all that. But it's TV,
right?
So.
Yeah. So I'm predicting that. They're going to have a Danny and LMarie are going to have a conversation and kind of, get things on, try to get things on the right path. Because, you can have that one conversation and then next week it'd be something else. But I think they are going to try to, like, have a conversation. And hopefully she's kind of open to it and she's relaxed a little bit and calmed down. And so she can kind of receive what he's saying. What I would like to see... You know what? What I would like to see is actually some of like the OGs kind of coming around in a positive way, kind of coming around the shop. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
dope.
Yeah, just kind of checking it out. Then maybe like letting the young ones know. Maybe they can get some little jobs, be apprentice. Clean up the shop, something like that. As long as everything stays on the up and up, and they're not trying to use it for a front. I watch too much drag shows on TV, but yeah. So I would like to see that, like them also helping him and being involved with the shop in some kind of way, in a positive way.
Sorry, I didn't say what I'd like. You know what I'd like to see? So when I used to watch The Hills back in the day, when I was living in New York, I used to be like, oh, they're giving us all these dope places in LA. I can't wait to go to LA and try them out. I would love to see that on Compton, like more black businesses, like to show like there's black people in LA. Because growing up in Boston, we always got the like, are there black people there? And I know in LA you only see like Calabasas with the Kardashians. Like I would love for them to go into Inglewood and Compton and to show like more black businesses. I think that'd be dope.
Totally, I absolutely agree with that. Prediction for next week, I'm hoping that by the end of next week's episode, we have all the permit situations figured out.
Yes.
I think, starting a business is hard, and there's a lot of things. It's kind of like buying a house or getting your first apartment. There's a lot of things you don't know that you need that you find out really quickly that you need. So I'm hoping that it kind of gets resolved quickly. Obviously it does because they opened the shop and it's up and going. But I'm hoping by next episode. And then what I would like to see is I'd like to see Kyla Pratt reprise her role as Penny Proud, and we get to see it on Black Ink
Filming
Compton.
on Black Ink Compton. I love it.
That's all I want. But you guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know on Twitter, wherever, what you guys want to see for the season and what you guys think of that season so far. Until next time, I'm your girl Drew Jones. You guys can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
I am Nakia Monet. You can follow me on all social media. If you like Jersey Shore, I will be doing that after show right after this, AfterBuzz TV. And if you like reality TV on Black Hollywood Live, me and my friend Howard, we do a show called Back to Reality, and we literally talk about everything in pop culture and everything black.
You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at LMarie TV, and catch me on the Snowfall After Show on Wednesday nights.
All right, y'all. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or